All right, hi Keyboard Mag. This is Amos from Moog Music, and we're here at the NAMM Show 2014, where we're showing off the new Sub-37 analog synthesizer. And this is the larger sibling to last year's very popular Sub-Fatty synthesizer. We took that instrument and all of the feedback that we got from all of our users, all the things they wanted to see, all the hidden functions that that instrument has, they wanted brought out to the panel. So here we have an instrument that is a 37-note keyboard with aftertouch, bigger panel, dozens more knobs, scores more buttons, and just a ton of really cool performance features. And if you'd like, we can just do a quick overview, show you some sounds, and show you what we have going on here. So check it out. First new feature versus the Sub-Fatty is we do have an LCD programming panel. This will let you do preset names, MIDI setup, and advanced functionality. There's an arpeggiator on board with a built-in step sequencer. This will let you do SH-style sequencing directly from the keyboard, or you can also do step entry with rests and ties to get some really nice complex sequences going on. There are 16 preset buttons on the panel, and a bank button as well, giving you 16 banks of 16 presets, 256 presets on board, and of course the 16 buttons will also double as your step entry. Moving on the panel, we've also added a second fully independent modulation bus. So we've got two LFOs here with multiple waveforms and additional programmable modulation sources, a ton of fun features and functionality, and bipolar modulation available simultaneously for pitch, filter, and any of a dozen or more programmable modulation destinations. So you can really get a ton of animation and subtlety and depth to your sound. The mod buses can also be controlled simultaneously by varying amounts of aftertouch, velocity, mod wheel, MIDI breath controller, and additional programmable controls. So the idea is you can really breathe a lot of life into your sound as you're playing. In the oscillator section, we've also added some new features. We've brought out to the panel the keyboard reset function that we introduced with the Minotaur and Sub-Fatty. This allows you to reset the phase of our free-running VCOs to 0 with each note, which lets you do very punchy, consistent energy in your, in bass lines, percussion, things where you really need a nice consistent punch. That's nice. We've also added a beat frequency control, which gives you linear detuning. That lets you dial in a certain amount of beating or phasing between the oscillators, which is consistent as you play up and down the keyboard. Very nice sound. In the mixer section, we've added on-off controls for each sound source, similar to the Mini Moog Model D. And another feature we borrowed from the Model D is the feedback control. This is a dedicated gain for the external audio input, which allows you to process any sound in your studio through the Sub-Fatty filter and modulation. But if nothing's plugged into the external in, this is a feedback circuit which takes the entire mixer output, sums it, and runs it back into the external input, lets you totally overdrive and distort in a new, organic, snarly, hairy kind of way. That's very, very cool. Moving on to the filter section, we've got the classic large cutoff knob, resonance, and the multi-drive circuit from the Sub-Fatty, and we brought out selectable filter holes to the panel, so you can choose 6, 12, 18, or 24 dB per octave right from the panel. Yeah, in the envelope generator section, we have a ton of new functionality here. These functions are mostly hidden within the Sub-Fatty, but we brought them out to the panel again. You can latch the envelopes on and loop them as additional multi-stage LFO-style modulators. Additionally, you have instant access to single or multi-trigger and envelope reset, which lets you start the attack from 0 or start it from the previous envelope level of the previous note. We also added an output mute button, which I haven't mentioned before. This is a nice feature that lets you kill your main output while you can still monitor on the headphones. Like the Mini Moog. Like the Mini Moog. Again, the Mini Moog did so many things right. We just wanted to do all those same things and do them with the new, stable, wonderful sound engine that we've developed over the past few years.
Amos, does the same software template that works with the Sub-Fatty work with this as well?
Not the same, but we will be shipping the Sub-Fatty with a similar software editor based on the same platform. So you'll have standalone editing or also plug-in in all your favorite formats, audio unit, VST, AAX, and that'll ship for free with the synth. And it will be shipping in May, and the street price should be about $14.99 US.
Outstanding. Thank you so much for your time, brother.
Thanks for listening. Cheers.